Hi, Brian Stecker here again, certified personal trainer and baby boomer fitness expert. Today, we're going to talk about exercise for people over 60. Start right here. So, the first thing when I meet with somebody for getting an exercise routine over 60, start right here, is number one, I would always recommend that they meet with a doctor to start off with so you can find out any limiting factors that could prevent you from having success with exercise routine, but also give you good baseline stats for starting off with and maybe some recommendations of precautions, but also things that you might not be aware of and areas to focus on. The next thing that usually occurs is we sit down, we do a consultation, and inside that consultation, I end up hearing about your goals, what you want to achieve, and what you want to do. And most of the time it comes down to with weight loss, be able to do things that they love to do. They come in and say, hey, you know, I had to lie to my granddaughter the other day that we could hang out because I knew I couldn't keep up with the grandchildren, or, you know, that really hurt me. The other thing, you know, I was out in the garden and I was working in the garden and I just couldn't get around and move the way that I wanted to move, or I can't stop this weight gain. Month after month, I'm packing on the weight and I'm not able to do the things I love to do, wear the clothes that I want to wear. So it inevitably starts right there. So now that you have the scope of what we're focusing on, is the first thing we need to start thinking about is retraining our metabolism. And what do I mean by that? When we retrain our metabolism, what ends up happening is in your 30s and 40s, you start to lose about 1/2 pound of muscle per year. In your 40s and 50s, you start to lose upwards to 1 pound of muscle per year. Why is that significant? Simple. Every pound of muscle that we have burns an extra 50 calories. You see, if you're losing 10 to 20 pounds of muscle, you're losing 500 to 1,000 extra calories that your body could be burning per day. So when most of the men and women come meet with me, they inevitably, over the course of a decade or two, have packed on 10 to 20 pounds of unhealthy body fat that they need to shed from their body so they can feel better, so they can move better, and do the things that they love to do. So we need to start doing resistance training. Why resistance training? Well, every time we gain 1 pound of muscle back, we end up gaining that 50 extra calories burned. But also, we're able to move better, we're able to do the activities that we once were able to do. You see, when you're doing resistance training, you're incorporating flexibility into your routine because you're lengthening and shortening that muscle. The other thing with weight training is you've retrained that metabolism, but you're improving your posture, and you're preventing that weight gain from carrying on. So when you're beginning a resistance training program, you want to focus on working the larger muscle groups. So focusing on things like deadlifts, squats, push-ups, pull-ups. Working those larger muscle groups lets you save time and get the most bang out of your buck for your program. Now, when you're first starting out with this, you want to make sure that you do the proper warm-up. So if you're doing a lower body workout day, you do a number of dynamic stretches that prepare your body for the exercise that you're doing so you don't get a strain, tear, or pull. Because remember, when you're working out, the range of motion that you have when working out is the range of motion that you have throughout your workout. So it's so important to warm up for those 5 to 10 minutes before you begin that resistance training workout and with dynamic warm-ups. And I cover that in other videos. So with that also being said, I would focus on getting between 70 to 100 repetitions for a muscle group. And with that being said, doing 2 to 3 sets per muscle group, you know, rep range focusing on anywhere from 10 to 20. All right? The next thing you want to focus on is start doing cardio on a daily basis. When you start doing cardio on a daily basis, you start to rev up that metabolism again. So it can be as simple as going for a walk, a light jog, the elliptical, some cross training, some different group sessions that you could do. And then the third thing you really need to focus on is start getting that diet in order. There's a video circulating out there on YouTube. You might have seen it. And it's saying you can't out-train a bad diet. And what do I mean by this? What they did is they put a guy on a treadmill and they had him go, you know, all out and run on the treadmill for 20 minutes. And then another guy sitting down and he was eating a pizza and having some Coke. Well, they timed them out for 20 minutes, and at the end of the 20 minutes, the guy on the treadmill burned 300 calories. Well, the guy who was eating the pizza in the same 20 minutes consumed 1,000 calories. So you just saw right there, you can't out-train a bad diet. That guy worked his tail off on the treadmill, and what we ended up seeing is the guy over there eating the pizza did the same, did no work, and ended up ruining any progress that he made, working hard in the gym, cranking out those extra reps, and then staying consistent with their exercise plan. Nothing I see worse than good people shooting themselves in the foot, trying to out-train a bad diet. So there you have it. Those are the best exercise tips that I can give for people over 60. So start right here and get to work. Thanks for tuning in for this great exercise video, and I hope you enjoyed the content as much as I did. If you look below in the description box, you'll notice there's a link. And when you click on that link, it's going to take you to another page where you'll enter your email address. When you enter your email address, I'll give you your first week of workouts so you can take your fitness to the next level. So just go down the box below, click the link in the description box, it'll take you to that next page, and enter your email address. Also, when you look below, there's a subscribe button. When you click the subscribe button, you'll see a little bell. You want to click that little bell, and it'll keep you alerted when I come up with great content that you've asked for to keep your fitness and your health going to the next level. Also, make sure you go below in the comment section, leave any comments, questions, concerns, things that you want us to create for you. I'll be happy to produce that for you. Make it a great day.